Hi, y'all. I'm currently doing my hair, but I wanted to make a video because I have my headphones in. Let me see if the sound sounds okay. Okay, the sound sounds okay. All right, I guess I forgot I had them in. Oh God, where's my? I don't know. Let me focus. I saw this tweet today, and I was like, I want to add some thoughts that I had to it. I wanted to speak to this tweet. Okay, I think one of the best ways to nurture ourselves, if this is our experience, okay, if this is your experience, I think one of the best ways to nurture yourself is by keeping small promises to yourself. Small, specifically, because my theory is that if you care about being intentional about the small stuff, then you'll eventually take the bigger stuff more seriously. I think you'll be so serious about the big stuff because you're just as serious about the small stuff, right? Simply put, keeping these promises to yourself will have you thinking about your boundaries. Like, okay, if I can keep these promises to myself and learn to trust myself over time like this, I'm sure I can set and maintain boundaries. I've gotten the practice from keeping these small promises to myself. Boundaries are part of the bigger promises. They are promises that say, I promise I will not put myself in harm's way anymore. I promise I will not engage in this kind of energy anymore. I promise I will not participate in these kinds of circumstances anymore. I promise that I won't deal with these kind of people anymore. I promise that I won't engage in these kinds of relationships anymore. I promise I will not allow people to treat me like this anymore. I promise I will not do this thing anymore. I promise I will break this pattern. I promise I will peep the patterns. I promise I will take these patterns seriously. Boundaries are just the bigger promises that we keep to ourselves. And promises we keep to ourselves create self-trust, right? That self-trust turns into great confidence and great love for ourselves. If we can keep the small and big promises to ourselves over time, guess what happens? Our standards change. We will not just accept anything or anyone into our lives anymore. And when our standards change, our lives change. Guess what abusive, controlling, perpetually toxic people hate more than anything? Your life changing in a way that they cannot exert power over you. Okay? Then guess what they can't do? Fuck shit up for you. Okay? They cannot destroy you anymore because they essentially stop existing in your reality because you're no longer accepting of people like that, patterns like that, behavior like that. You no longer accept it. It don't even come near you no more because you did the 8 steps before that to make sure that don't even happen. And then guess what happens? The things that you want, that you actually want, that you deserve, the good things that you deserve, the great things that you deserve, the best things that you deserve, right? They come to you faster because they can't stand in the way anymore. But guess who stood in the way first? You, us. We stood in our own way first. So what's the first small promise or big promise, which is a boundary that we should make for ourselves? I will not stand in my own way anymore. I will not interfere with the universe conspiring to show me how amazing, how abundant, how beautiful, how safe life can really be. Because if this was your reality, right? Deep down, all you ever really wanted was to feel safe. You are the best place to start at feeling safe. Feeling safe in your body is the best place to start. And how do you start that? Building trust with yourself. And how do you do that? Keeping promises to yourself, starting with the small ones. Starting small. Okay? Starting small. And let me share one of the things I promised myself. I promised myself that I would not sit in my depression or my heavy moods. I was like, I'm not going to do that to myself anymore. I stopped drinking, 61 days sober now. Okay. I stopped drinking. That's probably one of the bigger promises that I made to myself. But because I stopped drinking, I'll make a separate video for that. But because I stopped drinking, it's made me look at all the promises I make to myself. Because drinking alcohol has been a big part, I think it's a big part of a lot of people's lives, a lot of people's histories, a lot of people's bloodlines. And I think because it's done so casually, we don't think about the dangers of it too much. you know. But you know, that's, I'm not judging anybody that still drinks or that drinks or that enjoys drinking. I genuinely love a good drink. Like, don't get me wrong. Hello? Before I stopped drinking, I had just discovered French 75s, and they were your girl. I love them. They were that girl. Like, I really enjoy them. But for me, I made a promise to myself to not drink for a year. Hopefully for like the rest of my life. You know, we'll see how things go. But 61 days down, and I'm feeling pretty good. So that was one of my bigger, small, depends on, you know, who you ask. But if you ask me, I think it's one of the bigger promises that I've made to myself, not to drink anymore. And it's already changing how I do things. And I made another promise, like, if you have two hands, you want to be cute today, bitch, you're going to be cute today. So I'm doing my hair. I was very frustrated because I was not getting the parts that I wanted. It was so frustrating. I got the mirror to be behind me so I could see. That shit don't work. Like, it worked, but like, it hurt. My eyes, I be feeling cross-eyed. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But it's okay. Because I made the promise to myself, if I want to get my hair done, I'm going to do my own hair. I'm going to do my own hair. I'm going to do my own hair. You want that style, Brittany? Just do it yourself. That's another promise I made to myself. Like, you feel ugly today, bitch. Well, go feel pretty. Like, hello, go get cute. You know what I mean? So yeah, if that was your reality, you have to start with you. Feeling safe with you, feeling like you can trust you. Because if you cannot trust yourself, what are you going to manifest? If you can't even simply trust yourself, if you can't depend on yourself to give you what you want, right? Because that's essentially what manifesting is, putting yourself in the position to receive what you want or creating that reality, however you want to see it. If you don't trust yourself to meet your needs, right? So that's all I wanted to say. It was on my chest, and yeah, that was it. I still have a video coming out on the 4th of me dyeing my hair. Y'all see that soon. I'm gonna try to make, I don't know what I was gonna say. I'll be making videos and just sharing my thoughts like I used to, but in a different way, because DoorDash has inspired me. I'll make a separate video about that. But anyways, start small. It's okay to start small and then move on to the big stuff. Peace out.